And we were talking about 3D printing earlier, and Gail Joe designed this. It's on Thingiverse. We're going to share the link. This is fantastic. If you're making pancakes or waffles, no, I'm kidding. If your nozzle gets dirty, and mine gets really scuzzy, the PETG is really it's really a gummy filament. I love it. I love PETG, but you get these little holes up on the nozzle, and you swirl it around, and you not only get the tip clean, but all of that scuzz that gets on the brass nozzle. And these things are great. This is not the first one I printed. This is nice and clean. The ones that I use are filthy. This one's for the next ones I do. So thank you, Gail Joe.
So is that meant to be sacrificial, or do you reuse it over and over again?
I use it over and over again. I'll go get the other one in a minute, and you'll actually see what it looks like when you're using it. And you'll get a whole bunch of different colors of filament on here, and you'll just be able to scratch it off. It really doesn't bond. It's when the head is hot, before you start a print, you could really just give it a nice cleanup before you go. And
what material did you use to print that?
PLA, and PLA works fine with all the other filaments, ABS, PETG. It's really a mechanical cleaner. It never really heats up.
Okay, I thought it would melt when you put it in contact with the head, but you don't leave it long enough to do that.
Yeah, yeah. So and another 3D printing thing is this. This is I found this on Thingiverse. It's just a razor holder, and I've got these razors, and I just take the corners off in the grinder so they don't scratch my glass. But it's the perfect thing to start. I print on glass with hairspray. It's the perfect thing to start separating something off the glass. So I really like these. And this, Andrew, you had a problem with elephant's foot. I highly recommend getting a metalworking deburring tool. And I'll show you. I've got another thing that I'm going to show quickly, but you just go along the edge, and it just takes the elephant foot right off.
What do they call that? Speedy Burr or something? I forget.
Called something. I don't know. I'll get the.
Where can I buy one?
Amazon. I'll share the link. So, but these are great. They come with different tips for different metals and stuff. That whatever the black one is, and they seem to be color coded. That's the best one. And they tend to work better in one direction than another. You'll figure that out too. It's cut asymmetrically.
I mean, that particular tool, that's a very common metalworking tool.
Yes.
I like MSC or Enco or somebody. I don't know if they'd have a better price than Amazon, but.
Sure. I mean, once we have an Amazon link, we could track down the other retailers. And on quick, excellent 3D printing tools. So this is a center finder. If you haven't ever seen one before, if you're ever in the shop woodworking, it's just great. You hook these 2 pins on the wood, and you pivot it until it runs along the edges, and then you put your pencil in the middle, and you can find the exact center of any piece of wood all the time. And of course, I printed a mess of them. I just keep them in the shop. So this is nice, especially like if I need to drill into the side to do a joint. It's just boop, got the line.
I almost brought a center finder as my tool. You can use it even down to like an eighth inch thick aileron. When you need to stick a hinge in it, you can find the center of something really thin like that.
Oh yeah, that's got to be great. All right. Too bad we can't get the MPCNC finished at the space. For those of you who wanted to see what a used nozzle cleaner looks like, there it is. But let me see if I can. It's like PETG and maybe ABS. I don't know, but it like picks out of most of it just scratches off. So you could get a lot of use out of it before you have to use the second nice clean one that you printed. This is actually my third.